So I'm not going to buff, I'm going to try to parry. See if we can slow him down a bit, see if it does anything. I don't expect it will, but we will see. That was not successful. Well, there's inherited manners as Pimp Walk. Only he doesn't have the cane. Problem with this is, well, everything really. He's incredibly dangerous. I don't think you can't parry that. Definitely, I know that much. Questionable detection, but whatever. I wish there was some indication on what can and cannot be parried, because there just doesn't seem to be. It's a guessing game. Stop doing that. I don't know, like, that felt kind of good, that one. Nothing. Yeah, we're not doing that. He might be able to be parried, but there's just no way I'll be consistent with it to make it effective unless I practice, and I don't want to practice on your time, because it's no point, you know. This is a playthrough, it's not like step 1 to 10 in getting better at something. It's not the stages of this particular cross, or stations as it's originally called. So we can affectionately drop it. I don't agree with these runbacks at all. Why would they put two arguably tough bosses at the end of massive runbacks and then one of them that's got a perfect bonfire? Like, why couldn't have this part here been before you got to the memory? Because we all know they use elevators on this game to get rid of continuity, because there's fucking no reason you can go up so high and 1 minute be in an ocean and the next minute be in volcanoes and fucking... There's no sign of either of them from Medulla. It's just dumb. Like, geographically it doesn't make sense, so it doesn't have to make sense. Time is convoluted. Why can't we just be at the fucking fog? It doesn't make sense. Well, it does make sense. They think it adds challenge. And it doesn't. It adds frustration. And hours that could be spent doing better things. Okay. Quickly get behind him. Smack him in the back. Ha-ha, dickhead! And I fucking missed. As I will miss several times throughout the duration of this fight. Because it just seems to work that way. I'm dead. Well, you know what I mean. Hit. What was that crit? I didn't catch it because I did the second hit quite swiftly afterwards. Thought I was going to miss. He actually evaded into it. Which... Fucking hell! That was weird. And entirely my fault. Because I put myself in a spot where his AI had to kind of like banana me. Which, if you don't know what a banana is, Google search King Island. I'm dead. I'm not dead. It clipped me. It shouldn't have clipped me! Oh, I pressed R1 and nothing happened! Whew. That's close. Oh, come on. Fuck you! Is that enough time to buff? I do not think it is. This music is really nice. That crit was 900. And worth it. Shit! Not gonna hit that. It's kind of sad when you've already committed to it when you know you're gonna miss. My fucking capture software is blinking because my mouse is straying from the fucking path. Because I've a, is it an optical or infrared thing? And I rest it on my computer chair and it dances around the screen like a disobedient wasp. 100 damage? Eat a dick, dude. Look how big my sword is. Yours is pretty good. Mine's... well, that's not bigger, but... you know, he's got a 2-hit. I did not know that. I did know that. I've seen it before. What am I on about? We've seen that before. So... we just betrayed the timing we've invested in. Well, your poise went, which is refreshing. I need to get that fucking stamina back! I'll take the jump attack any day. What happened then? He just... normally when you strafe an enemy and you go to attack, they will stop whatever they're doing when they're not attacking and attack you because you started an attack. That is fast! Like, like, I don't think there's anything I can do that is even half as fast as what he did. What? This guy's hard. But it's a good hard. I don't think Smelter was a good hard. I think he was just... you didn't think I'd have these moves, did you? Kinda... challenge. Stamina penalty, don't. I'll do with that. Oh! Oh! I thought I missed! That could have been it. Instead, that is. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got too many rings. I might have landed. I'm going to enjoy fighting him. I'm going to get good at that fight. I'll probably try and Vanquisher Seal it. Pop an aesthetic. Oh god, I'd have to farm. Oh, I might not ever play that fight again because of that corridor before it. Ooh. Screen tearing is real. Are you shitting me? Does that mean you have to fight Rhyme with one of those idols still open? Unless you intentionally miss one and use them down there. That seems kind of shit. Hang on a second, guys. I'm just going to go back in the memory. I want to go and see if... like I'm saying it now, folks, I think Aesthetic should bring bosses back, but not enemies. Because that way, it'd stop people from being able to farm stuff, and it'd make New Game Plus more relevant. I know it's probably an unpopular opinion, but just think how many effigies you've wasted farming shit and still didn't get what you wanted. Farming will always be broken, regardless of what they do with it, when the drop rates are so ridiculously stupid. The 15th kill of an enemy should give you the drop. Or something along those lines, some kind of calculation. So what we're going to do is we're going to wear the crown and see if we can do anything with the throne. I wonder how many comments I'm going to get saying, you know, I can't believe you were stuck on Spelter for so long and you killed him so quickly. But that's the distinction, folks. Smelter was not as fair as he was. He was very fair, and halfway through that fight, he could have easily, like, gone Super Saiyan. He could have easily gone into third gear, or whatever you want to call it. He could have, you know, grown extra arms and gone into Zoro's, you know, Azura form. And every hand could have had a sword, and it could have been like bloody Azura's Wrath and gone batshit crazy. He could have become twice as fast, or had bullshit magic like Manus did. But he didn't. He was a swordsman who fought like a swordsman. And he didn't drop anything, which makes me very sad, because I was hoping he would, I don't know, drop something we could read. And that was a waste of your time. There you go. Now you know. The Throne does nothing confirmed. Throne of nothing. That's the new final area. Throne of want, the Throne of nothing. So we'll go back to the beginning. We'll talk to the Throne. We'll go back to Vendrick. We'll talk to him. And then we will go... What did I press? I don't know. Uh-oh. I pressed something on my headphone and I don't want it to be so. Play through all of them headphones! God damn it. And then we'll get the armour and that guy's weapon if we can. I don't know who will have it. Maybe Melentia will have it. I don't know why I did that. This has to do something. I'm the king, goddammit. I've killed all you fucking captains and knights and... Yeah, I'm also a chronic alcoholic. Damn it. Maybe I have to wear some fashionable gear. Started to feel a little bit hungry. I'm glad I beat that Sarah alone when I did. Because hungry and hot are not two things that go together well. The rage might have swelled to a boiling point, to a flash point, to its zenith. Look, I'm looking suave now. Can I get on? No? Ooh, I'm looking fat. Hey, just a fat guy with fat things. I do like this armour. Do not like the crown. The crown makes me look like a twat, though. It was funny yesterday as well. Darkside Phil blamed the frame rate for falling off or for dying or something. And don't get me wrong, you can blame the frame rate. It's a legitimate concern and criticism of this game in places, but on falls and stuff, unless, you know, your controller drifted a little bit, I don't know. Seems a little bit of a cop-out. Oh. And you might wonder why I mentioned Darkside Phil a lot. It's because I watch his stuff. He's one of my favourite YouTubers. And I know that sounds harsh to people who actually put a lot of effort in and don't get any views. And he does very minimal work for... Well, not work. Very minimal effort for maximum gain. And I know it frustrates a lot of people. It is frustrating. But I do like it. I like him. I like the character traits he has, as flawed and as frustratingly infuriating as they are. And I'd love to do a collaboration with him, but it just would never happen. And the collaboration would be a test of skill. It'd have to be. It would be, you know, me versus him in certain situations, in doing things. And I think that'd be a really cool thing. And it'd never be snarky or arsey. It'd always have to be out of fun. Because competing with friends, even competing with YouTubers, is a cool and fun thing that you don't really see too much of on YouTube because of the competition of YouTube. People know the importance of... Where would this armour be? Maybe there is no armour. Where would the weapon be? Ah, Marigold! Shit, I'm gonna have to go through them knights. They're so dangerous. Why are they so dangerous? But I am going to try and collaborate with other YouTubers. But it's one of those. It's a tit for tat thing. You need somebody similar to your size, or in fact a little bit bigger than yourself, to help you grow. And I know it sounds harsh, but there's a lot of great channels out there that are considerably smaller than me that would be great fun to collaborate with, but wouldn't benefit me at all. And there's a line you have to draw where it has to be selfish in some regards. As much as it's horrible to say that, it's just the way it has to be if you're going to treat it as a business. And I do. As much as I love it and it's a hobby and it's great, I have to look at it professionally, or I would cry myself to sleep. Which would be quite nice, because my sleep is really interrupted recently. I'm not a big fan. Got him. You know what I'm really looking forward to in Bloodborne? The gore. Like, I was watching some Witcher 3 gameplay and it had dismemberments, and I would love to see some dismemberments in Dark Souls or Demon Souls. It's there! As if we can buy it! That is so cool. It's clearly like an Eastern Armour homage. Let's read. Helm worn by Sir... Is that Alon or Alone? I think it's Alon. Who served the old Iron King. I should really ask my girlfriend. She's a genius. Sir Alon came to this land from the east, chose to serve a little-known and unestablished lord, and helped him become the old Iron King. Then, at the very peak of his sire's rule, Sir Alon set out again in search of lands yet unknown. Interesting. I like this guy. Why is he so tall? Why is everyone so tall? Because they're not giants, but they're significantly bigger than we are. Them trousers look like I might really like them. Is it anything different? Gauntlets, same. Armour, same. Gauntlets, same. So you get his armour, but you don't get his sword?
Cheers.
I hope it's light. Yeah, it kind of is. Oh, it kind of doesn't fit and kind of does. Damn it. That looks pretty sweet though, the helmet. I'm not the biggest fan of that Tampax popping out the back, but oops, fat hands. The armour is light. It's got middling poise. Oh, but it looks cool. Goodness me. I don't think the helmet goes with it though. Like the torso and the helmet suited him much more than they suit me. It fits well, don't get me wrong, it's not badly scaled, but oh, I like them gloves. Hey, his feet have kind of got pointy tips. I could do with some of that. It is pretty cool. But we need to really see what it looks like without that, just to see how it's going to fit with stuff. I suspect it might fit quite well. Both the trousers and the gloves have decent seams. The colour is... there's a burgundy to it, it's a purpley. There's some nice hues. You can probably get this to fit with some interesting outfits. I'm not going to waste time doing it though, because as much as I like Fashion Souls, and I know some people like Fashion Souls, like it almost kind of fits, but it's probably the lighting from the Iron Keep. Like, I kind of like that. It's simple, but I mean the colour of the cloak doesn't really work, but it doesn't really need to. Yeah, that looks too bulky. Some of the armours, I wish they fitted slightly differently. Those sleeves need to be longer. See, I'm not the biggest fan of him wearing a crop top because it's too short for the trouser model, which is a shame because I think that looks kind of cool, kind of okay. Not perfect, but what about the mannequin? Ooh, mannequin fits quite well, but it highlights the neckline now. Jesus Christ. The cool thing is, if you find an outfit you like, folks, but it doesn't fit as cosmetically as appealing as you would like, when you invade, you can't see the errors because you're glowing red and shit. So it can make an outfit that doesn't look so cool like this look really cool when you invade. So I always test the invasions before I pass too much judgment. Like the red of that belt really goes with the red of the trousers, but the sleeve on the arms, no. Just no. Anyway, not too much fashion souls, not enough, like, trying to find that giant sword I want to use. Can I? I can. Aha! Oh no! Fat fingers again. As much as I do enjoy making my fellas have crazily coloured hair, I kind of regret it on this character. Oh, it tucks it in. I hate it when the armors tuck it in. Ugh. So he didn't sell it. Who else could sell it? Maybe he didn't give us a soul, did he? He didn't give us a soul. He gave us a wedge. Maybe the wedge gives us a soul, and the soul makes his sword. Let's go and get rid of the idol. And then if I can't figure anything out once I've been to Vendrick, I'm going to, in between videos, Google it. Because I want to know if you can get it. One of the most useless skips in the game. Saves you about a second. It was there, wasn't it? And then we get the Nadalia souls and maybe something happens. Maybe another boss turns up. That would be cool. My major criticisms of these DLCs is they've all had 3 bosses. The only one for Dark Souls 1 had 4. Like, you can't step back, you need to step forward. Like, I really hope the next one has like 7 bosses. I hope it knocks it out of the park. I want it to have everything that these ones haven't had, i.e. humans to talk to who don't want to murder our faces, a merchant, a source of resources that you can't get in the main game, i.e. petrified dragon bones and twinkling titanite that's more reliable, and more bosses. That's what I really want. And for the flaws of this DLC, which there are, but they're slight, I think it's been fantastic. I think it's been really, really good. So much better than the last one in so many ways. So many things I like that far outweigh the things I don't. And that is a massive positive. So the next one, yeah, we got it. Nadalia is no more. We got rid of her. He's jumping. By the way, guys, you might think you can't get the smelter hammer off these enemies because they're using a mace, which technically is not the same weapon. They do drop the smelter hammer. For those wondering. Maybe the crown moves now. Maybe I can do something with the throne. Let's try it again. Like, I think the biggest criticism I have of this DLC, outside of enemy placement, ambushes, that kind of thing, has to be the pacing. I think the pacing of this one is awful. You do too much to get to a boss, and then when you get to the boss, chances are it's the last one. It's the Fume Knight, and then you get the crown. And a lot of people who get the crown are probably just gonna like be done with the DLC unless they're super Dark Souls fans. Acquire numerous souls, or perhaps right. Soul of Nadalia, Bride of Ash, who renounced her flesh and wandered Broom Tower. In the act of dancing, the Bride of Ash was transfigured as smoke. That's a nice word. Enticing people to her residence, and so her seat of power came to be known as the Broom Tower. The wondrous soul of this augur of solitude can be used to acquire numerous souls or to create something of great worth. I like the use of augur. They use it quite a lot. It's not a well-known word, but it's an interesting one. So we now have that soul. We're going to quickly visit Vendrick, just to make sure there's no extra dialogue. This is probably going to be the final episode, guys, unless a boss turns up, and I don't think one is going to. But back on my pacing issue with the DLC, just compare it to the one from Dark Souls. It's the only comparison we have. We have the 2 from this game, we have the 1 from that game. Dark Souls immediately threw you into a boss fight. The very first room of the DLC, outside of the bonfire once you got there, was against the Manticore beast. I cannot remember his fucking name. You all know who I'm talking about. He was the lightning dog guy. He was awesome. the Sanctuary Guardian, his name was, sorry. And he was fast, he was damaging, he had a really interesting moveset, he was just really mean and really cool. And then you did a big area, and then you did another big area, they foreshadowed the dragon, and then you fought Artorias, and it was like, Jesus, Artorias is cool, he's huge, he's fast, he's powerful, this is brilliant, awesome, damaging, terrifying, kind of a long run back. And then you beat him. And then you either went onwards and messed with the dragon, or you went on and did another area and then came across Manus. And I know that the convention of level boss is something that the director wanted to move away from. I still think there is something to be said for it, because it's a peak and valley system that really works. He's not saying out new.
And the brighter the flame inherent, such is the dark shadow.
Okay. Shut up.
Such is the calling.
Maybe I have to put the crown on. Such a sleep I had never remembered. No, we can't do it. Yep. Steals me straight out of the menu for punching him. So Vendrick's dialogues only seem to contrast with the crowns. Everything else he doesn't really care. Suppose nor should he really. I'm going to try and get the soundtrack though for that boss fight, 'cause I really liked it. I can't remember the Fume Knights boss track because I was delirious at the time. But I assume it was probably very good. Oh, what am I doing? The mind doth wander. So, oh, I hate this fucking room. Stupid room. I wonder if you can do that dash attack with the katana. I reckon that dash attack's going to be the running attack though, and it... Like, just imagine a charge attack where the longer you held the button, the more distance you covered. Like, there'd be depth perception, there'd be judgment in that. That might be a really cool mechanic. I can't two-hand because of the fucking bonfire! Not that it matters. Fat roll iframes! I do like the Claymore in this game, if not for any other reason than this. It's slow, but I like that it has that, you know, perpetually tracking same distance attack, which you never seen me use. Oh wow, he just said something. Oh no. I wonder if that was in response to the soul I have. I don't see anything. No, so it's not him. Ooh, that is something. What is that? It's whoa, it's a very expensive pyromancy. A pyromancy of Nadalia, Bride of Ash, spouts multiple dark flames. This child of dark, bearing inconceivable strength, found herself in a kingless land, devoid of souls, and in journeying there, has all but condemned herself to a fate most wretched. So there's that. Jesus Christ, to get her soul, you're going to have to do the entire DLC again. Which means beating both Sir Alone and the Fume Knight. So that is a rare thing. And I think if we're going to get his sword, it's going to be from Ornifex, because she made the Chaos Blade, so one would think that her expertise covers the katana-edged weapons. Oh, that's me spitballing. I haven't created my take piss lore system. Or videos, I should say. I was watching the Room 237 again, the thing that obsesses over The Shining and compares it to genocide of the Native Americans and all that other fucking nonsense. I'm so tempted to do that with Dark Souls 2's lore. But there's so many people that like the lore, and there's so many people who can't take a joke. So it might attract more malice than it does actual fans. Because I just think, it's just so serious. It's there. Bewitched Alone Sword. So it's got built-in bleed, it's got 150 crit, Jesus, 20 poise break, 150 base damage. Katana forged from the soul of Sir Elon. The captivating, undulating desire serves to enhance this weapon's mystical allure. Does that mean it might have some kind of passive ability? Elon came from the east. See, they're almost referencing Shiva, it has to be. Because Shiva was looking for the Chaos Blade, wasn't he? And he was interested in katanas and he had a very similar set, so maybe this guy came from his homeland. And soon became the Iron King's most trusted knight. When he departed, the old Iron King bequeathed Sir Elon's name to his Iron Warriors. So that's why they're called Elon Knights, because they were in memory of him. Oh, hang on a second. It says forged from Sir Elon's soul. We got a soul? We got a soul? How did I miss that? The fuck? Soul of Sir Elon, who once served the old Iron King, came from the Eastern Land, King's most trusted knight, used the wondrous soul of the night. Oh, fuck off, we know. That was trash. So yeah, he has a soul. I wonder if you can power stance those huge katanas.
What?
I could buy something from her, I suppose. Getting really hungry. What am I doing? So there's a soul. I need that. The Fume Sword. That is from the Fume Knight's soul, but it makes a dex weapon as opposed to the strength weapon that I made, that one. So I need to kill him again. Ooh, she has a thing. Chime of Screams. B in lightning, B in dark. And look at the base on it. It might not have the S scaling, but its requirement is really low and requires only one stat, so it can be focused. This could be really powerful. Sacred Chime, forged from the soul of Ndalia, Bride of Ash. Nothing appears sacred about the frightful design of this chime, but it does have the benefit of raising one's faith. The oozing frozen iron forming the bell seems to anticipate a scream. So it must have like a stat increase when you equip it, maybe. Are there any shields? There are no shields. No bows, and nothing else. So I can't use that directly, so instead I'm going to get the pyromancy, I think. But I'm gonna probably do it off camera, guys, because I'm gonna make a video obviously of the new weapons, of the new spells, of the new armor sets and things, to keep in line with what I've already done. And I'm gonna spin the camera just as much as I did in the other ones, because it's a stylistic choice, and just because people don't like it doesn't mean I won't do it, because I like it. It's that simple. If the public does not appreciate one's art form, one must accept the fact gracefully. But we have that sword, and I am very, very excited to pop it on and see how little I can use it thanks to my lacking dex. Oh, what? Uh-oh. Can't roll. This is not the best sword for these enemies, it would seem. I don't know why I have it on. I do not use those weapons. Those weapons are not for me. Okay, jump attack said no. Jump attack said no. His jump attack said yes. We'll get it that time. I do like their blood. That purple blood looks really cool. We can't wear this though. Should have just fisted them. Give them the old Marquis of Queensberry rules. Pugilist special. So what else were we going to do? We got the soul, we got the sword. Let's go back to Majula. Let's start where we began. And let's test this sword out, because I believe if I wear one of the dex rings, it'll enable me to have enough dex to wield it one-handed as well as two. So we'll see what the moveset's about, and I can get all giddy over the new sword. How much does it weigh? It must weigh a lot because it's very big. It weighs 9. Shit, that's not bad at all. That is really not that bad. So Vanquisher Seal comes off. Dex ring goes on. And we can use it, so it's actually not that big. It is, and it isn't. It's got a wicked hilt on it. I don't know why. Who has hands that long? Like, can you imagine holding it at the very base? Yes. I'm going to poke you. Oh, that's disappointing. It has a fucking halberd swing. Ooh, the second one's a katana, so the first one is the halberd hit, the second one is the katana hit. It's a running attack. Ooh, a slightly slower katana poke. A much slower one, in fact. Exactly same as a katana. It's probably going to be like a supplicant washing pole, one would think. Poke into... Yeah, it's just got... It's using its range. That it... Whoa! You see where he held it just then? Watch his right hand. That's going to have some deceptive range, that one. Interesting! For a katana to have an overhead like that, that is cool. Then it has the Chaos Blade into the Iaito move. And I bet it doesn't have a parry. Let's test the left trigger. Whoa! That was like Yoshimitsu! That's some Tekken 3 shit right there. I just buffed myself off my sword. And I think Sir Alon might have shortchanged me in our fight, because I bet he can do this as well. Whoa, has it changed the moveset, or did I just not do the R1s? No, I just didn't do the R1s. I got excited. That looks so goddamn cool! He does the Hirikiri and then buffs. Identical jump attack, not a big fan of that. Oh my goodness, can I cancel it? Ah, wrong button. Look at that, his hand's not even using it. Watch. I broke the animation. That is pretty cool though. It hurts you though to do it, it's a trade. Oh. I wonder if you can hurt somebody with it. Oh, because that's what Yoshimitsu used to do, you see. you could do weird things with it. He was very powerful too. But I think that's going to bring us to the end of our journey here, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this DLC. It's been a fun one. It's been a brutal one. I think the bosses are most definitely the highlight. I think the environment is also definitely a highlight. And I think some of the enemies are really interesting, really fresh, superbly designed. They far outshine the problems, which is ambushes, stupid mobs, bad enemy placement at times. And that is pretty much it. I'm really satisfied with the crown of the old Iron King. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, you take care now.